very important where you're born. Because wherever you are born and raised, you're going to follow those rules, right? So if you're born in the Himalayas surrounded by yogis, everyone has a little bit of pot up there. Helps them to get deeper. You're born in Italy, even children are given wine. It's okay for everyone to drink. You're born in a Quaker, in any other society, this cannot be touched. In a Brahmin family, you touch meat, and that is bad. Right? So things are made taboo. And as soon as they are made taboo, they become extremely interesting. Because that's how our mind works. Right? We want to try the things or do the things that are not accepted. That is not accepted. It's a secret joy. It's a thrill to do something without anyone knowing. Right? Take a little bit of chocolate from the box and hope that nobody sees the missing spot. We love doing things that are not accepted. Because everything that's accepted, it's all fine. I mean, I can walk here in shorts and not think about it. But if I went to visit, say, friends in Pakistan and I went out in a pair of shorts, I'd probably be stoned. In Saudi Arabia, say, I would be stoned for the same act. So who decides what is good and what is bad for you? Who is this decider that says, you are an addict and I am not, I am pure. I am not addicted to anything. You have all those people pointing fingers at the rest of the world. Because somebody drinks, somebody smokes, somebody has chocolate, somebody shops, someone looks at porn. What is right, what is wrong? Who is this that's deciding and pointing fingers at everyone else? And as soon as you do that, in addition to consuming whatever that person is consuming, and we're assuming when you're talking about addiction, you're talking about substance abuse. Let's assume that in addition to this substance that's causing havoc on the body, there is now mental havoc because there is guilt, there is blame, there is lack of self-esteem for the inability to stop, or the unwillingness to stop. Sometimes, when you do past life regressions, you'll notice that people that have a propensity for, say, one type of addiction, it will be there in plenty of lifetimes. Plenty of lifetimes. So that's part of your samskara that is so strong, which is why it becomes difficult to break. Because when you're trying to stop something for somebody else, it doesn't work. It's got to be your personal choice. And these substances are known to cause physical cravings within the body. So the question lies, why do they begin in the first place? Why does it even happen? My child comes from a great family. We have such family values. We give them, we go to church, we go to mosque, we're religious, we're temple goers, whatever. Why does my child have to be a crack addict? You don't know what that child came into this world with. Right? You don't know the kind of temptations that are out there. You don't know that person's threshold for saying no. It's not easy to say no especially when you're young. And the truth is, all these substances that are being abused, they block everything out. Right? So you have 10 shots of tequila and you're out for the night, and the pain that you're facing in a broken relationship, in a broken marriage, with some rejection, with a job loss, whatever it is you're facing, for those hours, you don't see it. It's blocked out completely. And the reason one takes to drink or one takes to any type of addiction is because you're not able to handle your own pain, your own thoughts, your own life situation. You have never been given coping skills. We teach our children so many things. We send them to school, we send them to college. We teach them to deal with so many things, but we never teach them how to deal with their life situation, how to deal with their life, how to look inward, how to observe their thoughts, how to make those changes. We don't teach them that. So we do everything for them. And so in them, you find that when they get to the mid-20s, mid-30s, they've tried all these substances. When the stress gets too much, no one there to handle it for them. Mommy and daddy are not there doing it for them. This becomes a very easy escape route. Unfortunately, it blanks it out. It doesn't take it away. Because the next morning when you wake up, you're back in your life situation. You're back exactly where you started. So breaking addictions is extremely difficult. It's extremely difficult. If something is bad for health, you can keep telling the person, you can break your head 100 times. But till that person decides, enough, okay, I've had enough. From today, I'm not going to do it anymore. I am officially not a drinker. I'm officially not a smoker. I'm officially not. That switch comes suddenly, and an inner strength comes to fight it. Right? With such people, meditation doesn't help. I went to a detention center in Del Rey, and everyone was just getting off opioids. It was tragic to see that all the people in that group, there were some 40 people, were between the ages of 20 and 35. Tragic, and they all seemed to be from very good families. They didn't seem to be off the streets. They were well clothed, well dressed, everything about them was good. But they're in an altered state of consciousness already when they're detoxing. Because that period of detoxing is very important, but you need help, you need medical help, you need the medicines. But after 3 to 6 months, if you're put right back into your situation, you're going to start again. That's the time that the meditation helps. When you're completely clean and you don't want to go back, you want to make the right choices, that's when the meditation helps. We've got a problem in this country. We have a very serious opioid problem in this country. And it's hitting middle America, it's hitting educated, middle income, middle-aged children, like not really middle-aged, but between 20 and 45. And if we don't do something about it, it's going to become a big problem. The problem is that everything is so easily available. We are the market. It's not, you can't blame whatever, Mexico or Nicaragua, wherever these drugs, or Colombia, wherever they come from. They would not make it if somebody wasn't consuming it. So you get rid of the market, you get rid of the problem. As long as you have the market, it's not going to help. It's certainly not going to help. So what do you do with someone who's trying to recover? You build up self-esteem in the process. You stop telling them you're going to die. Bad things are going to happen to you. It's bad for your health. I don't want to hear you coughing. I don't want to hear you look at you blurry-eyed. Things that make them feel bad build an inner resistance to stopping. Build up on their other qualities. That you can do it. You're better than this. You can put this behind you. We're going to help you every step of the way. You build them up little by little. And in that, it's 6 months you have to let them be while they're detoxing. And after that, it's like night and day. There are people that have put it completely behind. The day you decide, I am not an addict to whatever it is. There are people addicted to all kinds of things. People addicted to shopping, people addicted to food, people addicted to drinks, people addicted to television, people addicted to the news. We have so many different habits in our lives. Who decides what is good, what is bad? In the 60s, everybody smoked. Suddenly it was discovered that it's bad for you. Now everybody eats meat. Who knows, 50 years later, you might be an addict to meat. And people might have to get you off it. Right? When they discover that it's so bad for you, then society decides that it's no longer something that's kosher, that's acceptable. So they put their labels. Every society is different. You drink a glass of wine, nobody's going to say anything. You smoke a joint in a group like that, everybody's going to walk into the other room, right? So it depends on where you are, which company you move in, what they think is right and what they think is wrong. And it I think it goes into all areas of our life. All areas of our life. Now the latest addiction is the addiction to the phone. Right? People look at the phone all the time. And that causes tremendous mental depletion. Everyone's having a great life and I'm not. In the end, we all have problems. We all have things that we're dealing with. For someone it's a job loss, for someone it's a broken marriage, for someone it's something else. And you just have to deal with it. And it's your battle, not anyone else's. Nobody can help you until you help yourself. Until you are ready. Until you're ready to make that change. And if you're ready, nothing is difficult. Nothing is difficult. You can do anything. Anything. Right now, it can be stopped. There can be a change. But if you're not ready, then it's going to be a bit of a challenge for everyone around. But that's okay. It's all part of life. I always say that you have to remember that happiness is your birthright. And you have to make the changes in your life that make you follow that path.